Welcome to Glasses with
two glasses.
where we drink glasses for you people at home.
This is our first video, and we're gonna do a Napoleon French brandy. Now, what does Napoleon mean again?
I don't know. I guess the general / leader of the first whatever Socialist Republic of France. What is
So I heard that Napoleon brandy is actually made in the same casks that were from the Napoleonic era, right? So what they do is every few years they replace 30% of the brandy, and they call it Napoleon brandy. So it's like.
So, but they keep using the same cask since like whatever.
Yeah, but somehow I don't believe it. This stuff is French, and it's.
I don't know how that wood would have survived that long.
Yeah, I know, but it is French. 40% alcohol by volume.
So they would have been drinking this in like Les Miserables or something like that. Yeah. Okay, alright.
This stuff is from.
So where'd you get this?
Trader Joe's actually.
Oh, Trader Joe had it on the shelf?
Yeah, Trader Joe's on the shelf. $11. I wanted to try it.
Alright.
And I actually, for the price, it was actually kind of impressive. I know brandy is not necessarily one of the most popular drinks these days, but I always liked it, so.
Definitely not in the US.
Yeah.
How come everything is VSOP? Like, how
What
can
does VSOP stand for?
How can
very special.
Very special. I don't even know what the OP stands for.
Oh, I got to look that up.
How can everything be very special?
Oh.
Not
special to somebody.
It's like if everything is special, then nothing is special. Like Cavassier has VSOP, Hennessy says VSOP on the label.
Very superior old pale.
Very superior. All right. I guess if you want to put everything in the category of superior.
Okay.
Maybe
this
superiorly
stuff
pale.
is pretty dark, actually. I've opened it already, and this is the reason why I brought it here, is because I was very curious, and I had a shot of it, and I thought it was actually pretty decent.
Right. So is this the only thing we're trying out?
This is the only thing we're trying out, so it's our first video. We're going to do one.
All right, good. Hopefully in the future we'll do other things and maybe do more than one thing. Because we have to get this video to 10 minutes, or else it's not.
Pierre DuChene is the brand.
Is that like
DuChene?
Like douche almost, like shower.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
We're gonna call it Pierre Douche.
Nothing left to do but to try it.
I guess so. I like my brandy straight.
I wonder if we should be having this with cheese, but I don't think so. It's not a wine thing.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I can't
Two
understand.
dudes having brandy.
I can't understand mixing brandy.
Well, actually, I wonder what it would taste like with Coke. But
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, hold on. Before I even drink it, let me give it a smell there. Brings back the school nurse's office. But
you're saying it smells like rubbing alcohol?
A little bit, but
I don't know. I find
a little bit more fragrant, I guess.
Fragrant.
What's the proof on this thing?
40. So
it's 20%, I guess.
No, 40.
Oh, it's 80 proof.
80 proof. Yeah.
80 proof. 80 proof, fellas.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm not sure if we have to aerate this first because on the way in, it's just like all this gas. Maybe it's the glass as well too. It's just all this gas just going right into your nostrils.
This is not the proper snifter for a brandy, I think.
Yeah.
I think we probably need like.
We're limited on supplies, so
either a brandy snifter or probably even better yet, getting port snifters, which have the very, very narrow necks on top, wider bodies, and basically teardrop.
If anybody knows or has done that a lot and wants to put in the comments like, yeah, it would have made a big difference, or no, it doesn't make a big difference, any glass is fine.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Just two guys drinking, right?
I don't think have you ever owned a brandy snifter?
I do own a couple of brandy snifters.
Did you notice it making a difference with brandies?
I noticed it makes a difference in a lot of alcohol, actually.
All right, so
snifters usually do make a difference.
What difference does a snifter do to a flavor?
Well, it really depends, right? So there's the school of thought where if you want to release the flavors, you got to put some water in it or something like that.
Really? We can try that.
Well, I don't know. I don't even like thinning down my alcohol with ice.
I don't. No.
So it is pretty woody, and it's kind of fruity as well. It seems like it's actually.
So you get woody?
Yeah, I get woody. Maybe my palate's messed up?
No, I mean it just depends. Obviously it's made in barrels. There's no running from that when you take a sip. But it's not like the woody I'm used to. Maybe because the type of wood they use for their barrels out in wherever. Is this actually made in France?
It is made in France.
All right, so maybe the type of wood they use out in France is not the same that we use here in the States.
I mean, it's not made in Cognac, France, I don't think, because otherwise it would be labeled as Cognac.
Plaster it all over there.
Yeah.
A sip of this before.
It is rather shattering stuff, though.
as close to cognac as brandy is supposed to be in that family. There's definitely a distinction between the two. You can taste it right off the bat.
You can tell?
Oh yeah. Cognac's very different. And I'm doing this based on a lot of brands that are popular in the US, like Hennessy and Cavassier taste much different than this.
Yeah, but I actually don't consider Hennessy a decent cognac.
But it is cognac. So one of the things that's popular in the US, and I know this is probably gonna sound gross to international consumers of this video, is people put Coca-Cola in cognac. And
really?
Yeah. Hennessy and Coke is a very common thing.
Henny and Coke. I
Right?
forgot about that.
Henny and Coke
See,
is the
and
most
again,
common
in my
thing.
mind, Hennessy is not a cognac. That's why.
Correct. It is technically a cognac, although I wouldn't. Nobody buys Hennessy, goes to the store and says, "I'm going to get some cognac," and then points right to the Hennessy bottle and picks that up. No, they'll probably look for something a little better, at least Cavassier or something nicer.
I've had Cavassier before. It's yeah, I'm gonna reserve my thoughts on that because I don't want to trash talk it, but at the same
We'll
time,
trash
I
talk it
wasn't-
out
I
when
wasn't-
we open the bottle of Glassware.
Yeah, I wasn't all that impressed.
Hey, we're not too good for anything. We'll try anything. So, you know,
Yeah.
as long as...
I mean,
it's
$10 brandy is
as long as it's
first
approved by the
episode,
FDA.
right?
Yeah.
FDA. Oh, come on now, you're
All right.
reaching a little too high.
So, here's the deal. $10 brandy. Does this taste like a $10 brandy?
My opinion, I could put a $50 sticker on this and people would say it's a decent brandy.
So, it doesn't taste like a $10 brandy to me. It tastes better than a $10 brandy. I wouldn't go as high as $50. But, you know, there's probably people who will pay $50 for something similar.
Like, I guess we're gonna come up with some sort of scoring system, right?
So, okay,
As far as price, this is a 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned.
in terms of value?
Price. Value. It's a 10 out of 10. Flavor, I would
Not
give it
knowing as
about
much
a
as I
6.
know about brandy, I would say, yeah, it's got to be up there because that's a pretty cheap price for actually a not bad liquor.
Yeah, for 750 ml of that.
And you know, there's some liquors you drink right away and you know that it's going to give you a headache. This isn't really hitting me like that.
No,
Obviously, everybody's different, but
I
you know.
don't think this is a headache-inducing liqueur. I'm sure if you drank bottles of it, it wouldn't. Well, then again, just about everything would give you a headache.
And it doesn't
Large quantities.
burn the throat.
No, but it doesn't give you that warm.
It doesn't
feeling.
have a warmness to it. But what I'm getting from it is probably because of the way they brew it. When you drink it,
distill
to me, or distill it. Sorry, wrong terminology. The way it is to me, when you drink it, it's like it goes into you and it kind of starts to thin out as it goes down your throat, and in that it kind of like expands a little bit. I feel like it's kind of evaporating all on the way down. So when it gets to like about here, it feels like it's spread out kind of like a thin balloon and then goes away.
So
Like smoking a cigarette. Almost. Like when you take that puff in and then you let it out.
I don't remember
smoke.
that anymore.
I don't smoke.
I don't smoke anymore either, but I don't even remember that part. But I can tell you one thing that I actually have a little bit of a different feeling, right? So it hits the palate, it's okay. It gets to the throat, it's actually kind of cool. It cools down. And then once it actually starts making its way down, I actually have like a warming sensation right over like upper part of the stomach. Like it almost feels heartwarming.
Yeah, quite. Well, one of the things that worries me about this one is how strong that alcohol smell is when it gets to your nose. Like even something that has an equal level of alcohol content, you know, by volume, ABV, you would find that a similar drink would not like dissipate so quickly into the air and just like work its way up into your nose. Right? It's not so spirity. A lot of stuff that's brewed with the ingredients. You know, distilled with the right ingredients. Those ingredients are heavier things that prevent those flavonoids from so easily floating into the air. I find like this floats very easily into my nose on the way down, and it doesn't burn my throat, but it does burn my nose every time I'm taking a drink from this glass.
And again, I think it's actually the glasses themselves.
Well, you can change the glasses.
Well, at this point, we've had enough of it that it actually tainted our palate, I think.
Well, we can always do some experiments. So, experiment number 1. Transfer to the shot glasses. You'll notice these are small mini solo cups. Plastic, of course, sorry. Don't worry, I recycle. We don't kill the sea turtles. So yeah, we'll try this and see if it makes a difference.
Well, sniff it first.
You know, it is different now. Now that it's more like
Absolutely.
less spread out, I guess. Less surface area. Science, kids. So,
Kids.
bottoms up. Yeah, not to be consumed for anyone under 21.
Depends on the country, 18, 16.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, in the U.S. at the very least. I think better. I think better in a smaller glass, more concentrated. I don't know about those snifters. I don't know if that's going to be a great idea for brandy. Then again, brandy snifters are brandy snifters. We are not brandy connoisseurs. There must be a thing among brandy drinkers where they want to have that, like, gassy kind of thing coming at them.
Well, that's the thing, though, right? I've used snifters before with stuff as bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it actually changed the flavor of it. Just the same way we went from basically wine snifters,
Mm-hmm.
which is what wine glasses are, to little shot glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually, even the flavor kind of changed. It actually feels more robust, but yet less gassy, right?
Yeah, the gas element that I was talking about before is gone. That fumey kind of smell. And now it's more of a...
Like, does it actually taste different to you as well? Because,
It
part of
feels
the
different. Let me see.
part of the taste is the sense of smell.
Oh, big time. A little, yeah. It tastes a little different. Now I would say it tastes closer to Hennessy. Maybe because I'm used to having Hennessy in these types of glasses. It's been a while. I don't really have shot glasses. That's why I have disposables. But I think with this, anything more than 2 shots of this in a glass is too much in one sitting. Because, like you said, you could probably get... So, the next part of this, we say like, okay, we talk about value. The value, we both agree, is high because the price is good and it works. It works. It's okay. I think if you want something...
Well, actually, I want to revise mine. I think it's a 9 out of 10 as far as value.
I'm going to say, in terms of value, if we talk about it as is it something that you could really have and just use over and over again, and it's something you reach to and it's like your go-to, right? I'm going to say it's 7 out of 10.
As far as value.
Yeah, because, you pay $10 for it, that's a good price. But I see you drinking this once in a while and putting it away for a long time after that. Until you're in the mood, or until somebody goes, hey, you have brandy by any chance? And you say, I just happen to have some. Now, if you have a person who's asking for brandy by name, this is probably not going to be the drink to impress them.
That's absolutely true, but the thing is...
The taste is very forgettable. So I'm going to say the taste is a 4 out of 10. Even once it got down to this, I think I changed my mind. I would have went with the 6 out of 10 first, but now I think it's going to be a 4 for me.
I think I've downgraded the taste for me as well, but not that far down. I think it's a 6 out of 10. I was going to say it was an 8 out of 10 as far as taste, but because it is kind of sweet, and it is something that's very palatable.
Far be it for me to say, I think, in terms of memory, like, you drink something and you can remember it. In terms of that, I think I remember the taste of Hennessy more than I remember the taste of this, and I don't even like Hennessy, but it's distinct and it has a character to it, and you know Hennessy when you taste it. This, I think, would slip into the crowd and you forget which was what.
By the way, in my own personal stash, this would be the 3rd type of brandy that's in there.
Okay.
Maybe no, hold on, I'm sorry. I lied. It's my 4th type of brandy.
There you go. I use a couple different ones. I'm more of a sherry guy than a brandy guy, but one way I've had brandy, and we probably can't try that this time around, is you make a tea out of it by heating it up. And you heat up water and you make a tea and then you put the brandy in there as well too. And so
we gotta look at the recipe.
Brandy. Yeah, we gotta look. That's why we can't do it right now. But it's amazing when you do it right.
The one thing that we do have to do is maybe make it a mild mixer.
Yeah, I used to go to a place that would make a. Yeah, we're gonna do a mixer on this one. I think what we might try is maybe with some ice.
Yeah.
Just to see if the temperature makes a difference. So that's the next test. 3 cubes, brandy. the same glass we started off with, so you know we're not playing games here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I like it better colder.
I think actually.
And the water does open it up. The water content from the ice does open up the flavor.
It does, doesn't it? It's actually a lot fruitier than I expected it to be.
Like generally, I might drink a Scotch neat to get the flavor out of that Scotch, but I think ice is the way to go with brandy. Personal preference, obviously, that's just an opinion.
Or at least with this one.
Brandy drinkers, let me know. Comment.
No, seriously, you gotta let us know because maybe I've been drinking brandy wrong my entire life.
And maybe
this
some
one
of you
actually
guys
seems
are
to
drinking
be.
Napoleon French brandy, right? Pierre DuChene Napoleon French brandy. You let us know where you would put it on your more expert brandy palates. You know, honestly, with the ice though, I have to reevaluate my rating once again. The value goes back up. Now I'm going to say it's an 8 out of 10 in terms of price and what you get out of it. And now it is something that you can use more and more again and again.
So, we do agree on the rating as far as the price.
And the flavor went back up too. So now I think I might bring it back to like a 6.
I think it's a 6.
I think it's a 6. So I think in terms of that, I would say we'll try another. We won't. Let's reserve our overall judgment. But for this round, I think that's good. And we'll give you an overall after we do a few different more tests. So yeah, ISIS. I don't have much to say about ISIS except I think this is the way to go.
You know what? Strangely enough, I'm a neat kind of alcohol kind of guy, and this doesn't make sense.
And we're very different when it comes to alcohol. So if we both somehow find this to work, then you know, well, we're equal in one way. So that's an introductory video. So we're equal in one way. We like all alcohols.
Yes.
It's like driving. If you like cars, it's like driving a car. You don't care if it's a truck, a van, a sports car, a sedan.
It's the driver.
You just want to try every car out there.
Yeah.
All right. If you like video games, if you're a gamer, you just want to play every game out there.
There's one comment that I do have to add though. I know it's a $10 brandy, but this sucks.
This is the way it seals.
Yeah, metal lid with the plastic.
Well, I don't think this one needs I don't think brandy needs a cork because it doesn't
Absolutely.
get affected by air as much as a wine would, right?
Yes, it does. This is the reason why I do prefer brandies that come in a dark bottle.
Keep the light out.
Yeah, I have had unfortunate accidents with brandy where I left it out and it completely changed the taste just by leaving it out in sunlight.
Yeah, I think that's
This
true.
was just for an afternoon. So
I think that's true, right?
It wasn't that great.
Even with beers, like you'll see like clear bottles, green bottles, brown bottles, and you'll notice that all the beers that have the highest blend of spices always come in the dark bottles.
Correct.
Right? That doesn't mean like some crappy ones don't come. Like some water tasting beers, like Coors comes in a brown bottle. But essentially, if you put a beer in a brown bottle, you're trying to preserve its flavor against light. If you put it in a green bottle, you're actually trying to let the light in a little bit to kind of bring its flavor to the midpoint. And the white point is like you want it to be like the lightest tasting. I can guzzle this quick and move on to the next one beer. So you'll see things like Corona and a couple other brands that are pale ales or light lagers in white bottles.
Don't we refer to those as pisswasser?
I mean, you know, they say you can't buy alcohol. You can only rent it. All right. So next test, we're gonna do a mixer.
Coke.
All right. Last test. It's gonna be with Coca-Cola. Now here in the States, our Coca-Cola is made with corn syrup, so the flavor would be a little different in other countries that still use sugar.
Well, at some point we're gonna
Yeah,
try
I mean,
with the other Coke.
we can find the other Coke. It's not like it doesn't exist here. This is
more.
economical and easy to find. So all right, let me add a little bit here. Try to make them about even. Okay. I'm trying to do 1-on-1. He's actually at a lower level than me right now, so there we go. So I'm trying to do 50-50 because 1 part liquor, 1 part Coke, just to keep a standard so we can report to you properly. All right, let's put the Coke to the side there because we're not sponsored or anything yet. Hey Coke, even if you just want to throw us some free Coke, we're fine with that.
Yeah, seriously, anything.
Yeah. We'll wear a shirt, whatever.
We use your product anyways.
Yeah, exactly. We're legit. I like this less than before.
Me too.
Listen, I grew up in Jamaica Queens, and this tastes straight up and down like Jamaica Queens. If Jamaica Queens had a flavor, it would be this. And it tastes a lot like this is now indistinguishable from Hennessy and Coke, to be honest with you. Indistinguishable. So, if you like Hennessy and Coke, this is a cheaper alternative to Hennessy. I don't know how much cheaper, but cheaper, right? But at least you could do a little bit more with this, I think, if you don't mix it. So we'll stick to Coke for our future mixers, I think, because that's the most standard mixer you find in almost any bar. Granted, some things don't go well with Coke, but you know.
It certainly does taste like Jamaica Queens.
Now, if it tasted like Kingston, Jamaica, I think I'd be happier with that. But no, it's Jamaica Queens.
Yeah. Dollar pizza, y'all.
Interesting. I wonder how it would go with dollar pizza. I don't have any dollar pizza, so for the future, we'll throw some snacks in and see how things work out. But
we gotta do the meat and cheese kind of deal.
I do have a platter, but we'll do something for the future.
Something.
We'll think of something. We should probably vary that a little bit. Sometimes wings or whatever. But you know what? It is drinkable. You could down it, and it shouldn't bother you too much the next day. I do feel,
although mixed
however,
with Coke, I don't think it's a good idea to down large quantities of.
Yeah, I do feel if you let the Coke hide it and you finish this bottle, you would be in trouble the next day.
Yeah, I think so.
Like there are some things I say you could finish a bottle of in one night. This ain't it.
By the way, speaking of Hennessy, the only bottle I ever felt that you can actually finish a bottle of, and it's not really a big bottle of it, is Henny White.
White. So next time we're gonna do Henny White.
Yeah, the problem is we can't find it.
Oh really?
Nope, not available in the States, my man.
Oh. Well, maybe in the future. Hey, if anybody wants to send us a bottle, we'll be more than happy
We'd
to
love to have a bottle of Henny White.
have a conversation about
Hell,
that.
we'll drink the whole bottle.
Maybe not.
We won't
video.
even make it a mixer. We just like you'll be watching two guys get trashed.
I tell you what. Let us know. Hit us up. Work out something. Maybe we'll get you in on a video review. It is the days of Skype, right? So
Yeah.
all right. So my overall rating is I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 on value. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's not like stay away from it at all costs. But it's not like I'm not gonna recommend it to a friend. Hey, you know what you have to have? This Trader Joe's $10 brandy. Yeah. You know there are cheaper things at Trader Joe's that have blown me away. Like the wine, which we'll get to at 1.2. The $3 Chuck is actually very nice.
About that, I have other alternatives to that as well.
For the future.
Yeah. I still think the value is an 8 out of 10. Flavor, after having it with Coke, I agree with you, it's a 5 out of 10. So, I guess if you aggregate the values, I'm a 13 out of 20 kind of guy, and you're what? You're an 11 out of 20?
No, I'm only one down from you, so I'm 12 out of 20.
12 out of 20, excuse me.
So it's 12 and a half out of 20. That's not too bad, I suppose.
25 out of 40.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the comments in the description on the actual overall rating of it. But this will be the first one.
Yep, so
Share and subscribe.
that's it. And until the next time, cheers.
2 guys, 2 glasses.
Mm-hmm.